In the last 4 years of the Jonathan administration, I was the most demonized person. I was the public enemy #1. And there are two gentlemen seated here. Certain decisions are taken in a very rare peace cycle. The president, the vice president, the Senate president, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives. At one of such conclaves, former President Goodluck Jonathan GCFR, with whom we have shared the sword and have now recalibrated our relationship, was mooting the idea of removing this Borno governor, and Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, the then Speaker of the House of Representatives, had the courage to tell the President that, Your Excellency, you don't have the power to remove an elected councillor. The President was still not convinced. He mooted the idea at the Federal Executive Council. I admire Mr. Mohammed Bello Adoke fundamentally for his courage and for his convictions and for his capacity to stand for what he believes in. He told the then president that, Mr. President, you do not have the power to remove a sitting governor, not even a councillor. They sought for the opinion of another SAN in the cabinet, Kabiru Turaki, who said, I am concurring with the opinion of my senior colleague. That was how the matter was laid to rest, but that was how my relationship with Mr. Bello Adoke and Aminu Waziri Tambuwal became eternally sealed.
So, Shettima has been causing a stir in Nigeria with this statement and this speech that he gave at the Bello Adoke's book launch. And this is confirming the claims and the assertions and what legal scholars like Femi Falana, Frank Tiete, and Ebi and the likes, many of them, even Liberal Shoma has actually said before it's unconstitutional what Bola Tinubu did with Rivers State. So I'm just going to give you a backstory and bring that together. Shettima was governor between 2011 and 2019. And at the very height of the election period, in the last 4 years of Jonathan's period, there was a lot of Boko Haram kidnappings and killings. And from what he's saying, Jonathan tried to remove them just to sort the Boko Haram issue. But in trying to do that, he tried to remove him. And first of all, he went to this man at the time, Waziri Aminu Tambuwal, who was a speaker, to seek his opinion whether it was possible to remove a sitting governor. Remember, at that time, this man here, Waziri Aminu Tambuwal, was the Speaker of the House of Representatives. And then this man told him, you didn't have the powers or the right constitutional backing to remove a sitting governor. And according to Shettima, Jonathan was not happy with it. So he went and sought the opinion of this man whose book launch we're currently watching, the man in the red tie and white shirt. And the man told him, Bello Adoke told him, Mr. President, you don't have the powers to remove the sitting and elected governor, let alone a councillor. And Jonathan wasn't happy and then wasn't satisfied and went and asked somebody of a senior level. And the person said the same thing. Now, fast forward to 2025, Bola Tinubu calls in a state of emergency and then removed, with the presence of the Attorney General of the Federation, and removed a sitting governor, suspended a sitting governor. There was nobody in that cabinet like this man here to tell Bola Tinubu, like Bello Adoke, to tell Bola Tinubu, you don't have the constitutional backing. But Bola Tinubu did it anyways. He called for a state of emergency as it was calling for the state of emergency and suspending Rivers State Governor, military was already heading towards the State House in Rivers State. This is how coups are done. All right? So when he did that, Nigerians blew. Nigerians started screaming, that is wrong. And a couple of days later, or a day or two later, the National Assembly voted unconstitutionally. They passed as well to say they agree with it and that the president can suspend a sitting governor. And that's how Bola Tinubu seized Rivers State. But in all of it, Shettima has not had the courage to speak up to tell Nigerians, I do not agree with this illegal coup takeover of Rivers State. He's praising Bello Adoke now and telling him and thanking him for standing for what he believes. What does Shettima believe? What does Shettima stand for? Shettima didn't have any courage to question the authority of what the Bola Tinubu was doing, to say no, he disagrees with it. Even when the National Assembly did the wrong thing by not following what the Constitution asked for, Shettima never spoke up. So I'm giving you this backstory to say this. Our politicians, especially this current APC government, everything they criticized, they've done. Bola Tinubu criticized Jonathan when he did a state of emergency. He criticized Obasanjo when he called for a state of emergency for a state. And he's done more and worse than what those people did. Femi Falana said that several times. I've done a video on it. You can check my videos. I've done a video on this thing. Femi Falana questioned it and questioned the legality, constitutionally, what Bola Tinubu did. It's an unconstitutional takeover, a democratic coup, what Bola Tinubu has done in Rivers State. The damage that Bola Tinubu has done together with Wike in Nigeria will last for a long time. You don't seize a state all for the greed of 2027. And Shettima didn't have the courage. It was not a courageous person to speak up to tell Nigerians what Bola Tinubu did was wrong, and it is wrong what he did. And now is telling everyone and praising Bello Adoke, who will now go in the sands of time to say this is one of the reasons why Jonathan did not do what Bola Tinubu did. Shettima didn't have a conviction. Shettima didn't have a principle. It didn't. If he did, he would have come out to tell Nigerians, I disagree. The president is not a Democrat, because if he was a Democrat, he would not have done what he did in Rivers State. So this is raising a storm, and Nigerians are speaking up. Nigerians are reacting to this. What do you think? What do you think of what Bola Tinubu did? What do you think about what Shettima said? Do you agree with Shettima now? Or do you think Shettima was not courageous enough? Nigeria is at a straight right now, a dire straight point. And this is the reason why we're campaigning to say this government has to go in 2027. Because this government has violated everything of a constitution that we have, as bad as the constitution is. Everything. Do you understand? So put your comments in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about Shettima's words as reactions. And then we'll have the conversation as we go on. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also recommend this channel to others. I will catch you up in the next video. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.